Bruno Mars is back in the global spotlight, but this time, it's not just about the music. It's about the story behind The Romantic, an album that's now sparking intense speculation about his relationship with Jessica Caban. What's really going on behind the scenes? Is this just a powerful artistic era, or something much more personal? Before we go deeper, make sure you like, subscribe, and share, because this story is more than just celebrity buzz. It's a mix of love, mystery, and emotion that's pulling millions of fans into one big question. In recent weeks, search terms like Bruno Mars The Romantic Meaning, Bruno Mars Jessica Caban Relationship 2026, and Bruno Mars Breakup rumors have exploded online. The Romantic isn't just dominating charts, it's dominating conversations. Fans are dissecting every lyric, every tone, every pause, searching for clues. And what they're finding, it's raising eyebrows. Sources close to the production say Bruno Mars created this album during an intensely private and emotional period. He reportedly spent long nights in the studio, crafting songs that feel more raw, more vulnerable, and more personal than anything he's released before. This isn't just music, it feels like a confession. And many believe one person is at the center of it all, Jessica Caban. But here's where things take a turn. Despite their long-standing relationship, the couple has always stayed out of the spotlight. No oversharing, no public drama, just quiet consistency. Yet suddenly, with the release of The Romantic, that silence feels louder than ever. Some lyrics hint at distance, others suggest doubt. A few even sound like heartbreak. Fans quickly connected the dots. Then came the moment that fueled everything. Observers noticed that Jessica Caban was absent from several key moments surrounding the album's rollout. No public appearances, no visible support online, no subtle hints, nothing. For a couple known for quiet loyalty, that absence didn't go unnoticed. And just like that, the rumors ignited. But hold on. This is where it gets even more interesting. Because in the middle of all the speculation, some insiders suggest this might not be what it seems. In the world of high-level entertainment, silence can be strategy. Distance can be deliberate. And mystery, that's marketing power. Could this be a calculated move to build intrigue around The Romantic? Or is the music telling a truth that hasn't been spoken out loud? Here's the thing. Bruno Mars has always been known for channeling real emotion into his work. From past hits to now, his artistry has consistently reflected pieces of his life. And with The Romantic, that emotional intensity feels deeper, almost impossible to fake. Which brings us to the turning point. Because whether the relationship is strong, strained, or simply evolving behind closed doors, one fact stands undeniable. This album feels real. Painfully real. Beautifully real. And that's why it's hitting so hard. Maybe this isn't a breakup story. Maybe it's a love story under pressure. Or maybe it's something in between. In the end, not every relationship needs a headline. Sometimes the truth lives in the music, in the lyrics we replay, the emotions we feel, and the silence that speaks louder than words. So now the question shifts to you. Do you think The Romantic reflects what's really happening between Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban? Or are fans reading too much into it? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind the biggest names in music and entertainment. As the conversation around The Romantic continues to dominate timelines, something even more intriguing begins to surface: patterns. Subtle, almost invisible patterns that only the most dedicated fans of Bruno Mars have started to notice. And once you see them, it's hard to ignore, because this isn't just about one or two emotional songs. It's about the structure of the entire album. Track by track, listeners are pointing out what feels like a narrative progression. The opening songs carry a sense of warmth, nostalgia, affection, even hope. But as the album unfolds, the tone shifts, slowly, carefully, almost like a story unraveling in real time. By the middle, there's tension. By the later tracks, there's distance. And in the final moments, what remains feels unresolved. And that's where things get even more intense. Because unresolved stories create the strongest reactions. Fans began comparing lyrics across different tracks, highlighting lines that seemed to mirror each other. Phrases about trying again, losing rhythm, and holding on when it's already fading. Some even claim there are direct callbacks to earlier songs in Bruno Mars's career, suggesting that the romantic might not just be about the present, but about the full evolution of a long-term relationship. Naturally, that brings the focus right back to Jessica Caban. For years, their relationship has been seen as one of the most stable and low-key in the entertainment industry. No scandals, no public breakups, no dramatic headlines. Just consistency, which is exactly why this sudden wave of speculation feels so different. Because when something that's stable starts to feel uncertain, people notice. But here's another twist that's fueling even more curiosity. A few eagle-eyed fans pointed out that during recent appearances, Bruno Mars has subtly changed the way he talks about love and relationships. In past interviews, he often spoke with confidence, certainty even, but now there's a different tone. More reflective, more careful, almost like someone choosing their words with intention. It's not what he says, it's how he says it. And in the world of celebrity culture, that difference matters. At the same time, Jessica Caban has remained completely silent. No interviews addressing the rumors, no cryptic posts, no public clarifications, just silence. And silence in moments like this can mean everything or nothing at all, which leads to a question that's dividing fans right now. Is this silence a sign of distance? Or is it a sign of strength? Because some believe that choosing privacy in the middle of global speculation is actually a powerful statement. That not every narrative needs to be explained. That not every emotion needs to be confirmed. But others aren't convinced. They argue that the emotional weight of the romantic feels too specific, too detailed, too real to be purely artistic expression. That behind every lyric, there's a truth waiting to be acknowledged. And right here is where the tension peaks, because we're left with two equally powerful possibilities. Either Bruno Mars is delivering one of the most emotionally authentic albums of his career, inspired by real-life challenges in his relationship with Jessica Caban, or he's crafting a masterfully designed narrative that feels real enough to blur the line between art and reality, pulling listeners into a story that keeps them guessing, debating, and coming back for more. And if that's the case, then it's working perfectly, because people aren't just listening to the romantic. They're experiencing it, they're analyzing it, they're feeling it, and most importantly, they're talking about it. Streams continue to rise, engagement continues to grow. Every lyric breakdown, every fan theory, every reaction video adds another layer to the phenomenon. This isn't just an album anymore, it's a cultural moment. But here's the final piece of the puzzle. Despite all the noise, all the theories, all the speculation, there is still no official confirmation. No statement, no clear answer, just music. And maybe that's the point. Because in an era where everything is instantly explained, instantly shared, instantly clarified, mystery becomes rare. And when something feels mysterious, it becomes powerful. So whether this is a story of love evolving, love struggling, or love simply being interpreted through art, one thing is certain. Bruno Mars has everyone watching, and Jessica Caban, whether intentionally or not, remains at the center of the conversation. And now it all comes back to you. What do you hear when you listen to the romantic? A love story? A goodbye? Or something that doesn't fit into either category? Let me know in the comments. And if you've made it this far, you already know this story is far from over. Stay tuned, because the next chapter might be the one that finally reveals everything. And just when it feels like the conversation around the romantic couldn't get any deeper, a new layer begins to emerge. One that shifts everything fans thought they understood about Bruno Mars and his emotional world. Because now, the focus isn't just on the lyrics. It's on the details hidden between them. Listeners have started to notice subtle production choices. Pauses that last just a second too long, background vocals that feel distant, almost echoing, like memories fading in real time. Some tracks reportedly include faint voice textures that fans speculate could symbolize internal dialogue, or even conversations left unfinished. And suddenly, the romantic stops feeling like an album. It starts feeling like a timeline that some believe mirrors the rise, the complexity, and possibly the strain of a long-term relationship, one that inevitably brings Jessica Caban back into the center of every theory. But here's where things take an unexpected turn, because while fans are digging deeper into the music, others are paying attention to something completely different: the silence outside of it. No joint appearances, no shared moments, no visible interactions that confirm or deny anything. In a world where celebrity relationships often play out in real time across social media, the absence of visible connection between Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban is being read in multiple ways, and none of them are simple. Some believe this is distance, others believe it's protection, and a few think it's something even more calculated. Because in modern entertainment culture, mystery isn't a weakness, it's leverage. And if there's one thing Bruno Mars understands, it's how to control a narrative without ever directly addressing it. But then, another moment quietly adds fuel to the fire. During a recent performance, fans noticed a slight change in delivery on one of the album's most emotional tracks. A pause held longer than usual. A note stretched just enough to feel different. For casual listeners, it meant nothing. But for those paying attention, it meant everything. Because emotion like that doesn't come from nowhere. And that's when the conversation shifts again. From speculation to interpretation. Is he reliving something on stage? Is the music evolving in real time as his personal life evolves behind the scenes? Or are fans projecting meaning onto moments that were never meant to be decoded? At this point, the line between artist and audience becomes blurred. Because the romantic is no longer just his story. It's becoming everyone's story. People are connecting their own experiences to the lyrics. Breakups, reconciliations, uncertainty, hope. It's all there. And that universal connection is what makes the mystery even more powerful. Because even if we never get a clear answer about Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban, the emotions still feel real. But right here, this is where things reach another level. Because a growing number of industry